Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson. It is the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald who gets this started. And off we go from Tampa. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
I mean, you talk about a career resurgence. In his time in Tampa Bay, I mean, think back, Mike, former #1 overall pick, Heisman Trophy, and then the Cleveland Browns, the team that drafted him, they pretty much said, you know what, we're going to move on without you, and it took Baker Mayfield a little time to find where that next home that believed in him, and since he landed in Tampa Bay, he has taken the opportunity and run with it. Back-to-back Pro Bowl appearances, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns. If he continues to cut back on the interceptions, he's going to continue to take this Buccaneers team into the playoffs, because that's really all he's ever done.
They'll try again after the incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Tez Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one, and down he goes.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. Trevor Etienne is back deep for Carolina. The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his 2nd year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the 1st overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Back into the hands of Hubbard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Young. Open man, right side, he's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Young. To the goal line and in. Tadarua McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll find Rashad White. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, and Bucca. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On first down is Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Now Mayfield. This one caught at the floor. And he'll take it on in. Rashad White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Young. Quick throw here is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Tremble comes in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one taken in right side by Legette.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On first down is Young. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 5. Tremble comes in motion. On 2nd down, Young. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Tremble comes in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. Quick throw taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Panthers first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Young to throw on 1st down. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. This one to be sniffed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Young to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
15 yards through the air. It's a Carolina first down. Receiver in motion, headed left. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20 as we are ready to get back underway. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He'll and he will score! Bryce Young, touchdown, Panthers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point is up and through. Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Baker. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Derek Brown getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
3rd and 10. Mayfield. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Panthers have it. And so much for a nice game through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Young. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Young. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Baker to the left side to Godwin. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Young. That one complete to Lee Gettis. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Carolina.
Tremble comes in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Young. A pass taken in by Dowdle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I love the call here on 3rd and inches. Everyone, when they're looking at the running back, is anticipating you handing him the ball. He can get lost sometimes in the passing game and in the structure of the concept. In this case, the quarterback's able to find him open, and he's able to move the chains.
On first down is Young. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
28-yard gain.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
To throw is Young. To set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he will get into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. He's got it, and the Panthers will take a 21-7 lead.
21. Buccaneers 7.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bucs offense ready to take over once again. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Second down throw from Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
To Chris Godwin. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Panthers' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and a yard. To throw is Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. Mayfield to throw. A short one there to Otten. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Second and 7. Baker to throw. That's his tight end, Otten.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Left side, he's got Ibuka. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This one from 47 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. To return is Hubbard. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Young to throw on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And that will lead to a second down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll swing this out to Dowdle. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Young. The catch made by McMillan. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Sam Martin in formation.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hanson who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Dowdle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We get in motion. From the gun, it's Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Panthers.
McMillan, the man in motion. Young to throw on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Buccaneers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On second down, Baker over the middle. That's Godwin. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll work this forward to the 35. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing is Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
To the tight end, Otten with the grab. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the
You can see that he was
44-yard
trying to
line.
find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
On first and 10, here's Baker. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25.
31 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Mayfield. Middle of the field, he's got Evans. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
And the handoff, it's Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
He'll go again here with Irvin. And he will power his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Mayfield to the line. The Bucs will try for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2.
He'll look to throw. And That is incomplete. Two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. To return is Hubbard. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Tremble comes in motion. On first down is Young. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
They'll rush with Dowdle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. McMillan comes in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That is incomplete. Tedero McMillan was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
That one complete to Leggett. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. It's complete to Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield, a short one there to Otten. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Baker.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there.
For Tampa Bay.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Leggett in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
Carolina.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
McMillan, the man in motion. On second down, Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll send a man in motion left. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you would love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense getting set to get back to work. On first down is Mayfield. That's his tight end, Otten. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Baker to throw. A pass pulled in by... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
That's caught. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
32-yard line.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find.
Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mary. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Young. That one out wide. Dowdle. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Third down, we're trying to get it on the ground, and he's not going to get there. Wallop right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
So a big kick coming here for Ryan Fitzgerald. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Buccaneers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Out right, catch me. That's Ibuka. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll set up the screen to White. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Rashad White. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 23-yard line.
2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
For the Buccaneers field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
19.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He'll get across the 20, knock him down to the 23-yard line. Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he works past the 40. Taken down after a gain of 7.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Leggett in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. First down, here's Irving. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
It's a gain of 11, and a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, Baker. That one complete to Johnson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Mayfield. They'll look underneath here for Irving. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They send a receiver in motion left. On first down is Young. He'll swing this out to Dowdle. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. 4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down, Carolina.
They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Timeout here at Tampa Bay. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Panthers.
Here's first and 10. McMillan comes in motion. Young to throw on first down. They set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on second down, Young. Well, it's another catch for his favorite target. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. Slot man in motion left. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. On the give, it's Hubbard. A dive, and he's in! Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. It's up and through. Panthers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
19.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. Jalen McMillan, the one he was looking for there. And it'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Second down throw from Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
That one needed to come out quickly. It did not. It is a sack. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.